Greetings and salutations to the universe. Yes, indeed. I'm out here in my bikini top. Yes, I am. This is a clothing bikini top, for the hot body of hot grandmamas like me. Jokes. I always got jokes. Yeah, well, I'm saying it, but I know I'm out here in this because I want to receive as much sunlight on my body as I possibly can. I'm in the evening time about getting ready to actually watch the sunset, and it's important to get as much oxygen and sunlight and fresh air into and on the body that you possibly can, so that you can keep your skin fresh and also just oxygenize yourself, oxygenate your cells, oxygenate your body to the degree where you can start to increase your circulation and all sorts of things. So I'm going to sit on the ground and breathe, do my breathing exercises. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to call out my affirmations and things that I desire to bring into manifestation into my life. I'm pressing in deep, y'all. I'm pressing in deep, and I'm exposing myself in ways that about things that I do that I never really think about telling people that I do, because I don't think it's important. But now it's at the time in my life where I do feel like it's important that I talk about these things, because we need to be more connected with the elements that we come from, so that we have more of a control over our environment and the essence of our existence ourselves, and that oneness that we have with each other. We are always in a communication with each other, whether we're being verbally conscious of it or subconscious of it. We are always communicating with each other. So in that nature of humanity, we need to be centered and peaceful and loving, and the heart chakra needs to be open and clear to be able to receive and read what's coming towards them, so that we have a gift of holy discernment, anointed discernment about the decisions we make, of the company that we keep, the conversations we have, the food we eat. It's all about rejuvenation and loving yourself, making a conscious decision to understand that what you're putting in your mouth and what you're saying out of your mouth is decorating who you are. I heard a wise man say, stop using your body like an ornament and use it more like an instrument. You know what I'm saying? Or a tool, a vessel of love, of praise, of joy. And stop trying to just be stuck on somebody to decorate them, or stop trying to stick stuff all over you to just decorate you, to say, look at me, I'm a Christmas tree. No, that's not what it's about. It's about getting in tune with your star player, your one stars out there. For my one stars one time for the one stars. Yes, I am lifting up and bigging up the One Star Nation as it is coming into fruition and awareness that we are united, one star, solar power. We are in a oneness. So I, as the God Jaja Vaughn, stand here and representing today in the full flesh to manifest these glorious gifts that have been given to me to nurture me into who I am from where I've come from. If you want to look at my, my history, I've been all over these pages. I wish I had kept my Facebook up there without just deleting it and just didn't use it no more, so you could have saw the old Facebook. But I don't have it up there no more like that. But I have been in social media for business purposes since the time I jumped on it, and I've exposed personal things in my life as far as my cleanses and my rejuvenation and my poetry and things of that nature, to get in tune with the environment of the world society. Always doing my best to make a connection when it relates to what it is that I do as a service, so that I can serve, because I desire to serve and to please and to love and uplift, you know, the gods. And truly indeed, I find it a pleasure to serve. I've never felt it to be too much to serve. I do hair, I do massage, I serve. I serve. I make food, I serve. I serve. That's what I do. So in doing such, so it's a service to me to tell you what I do to cleanse myself. Because some people come and they do ask me, what do you do? You know, how do you stay so fit? Or how do you know, how did you manage to bounce back from what I saw you in? You looked like you was finna go out a minute ago. Looked like all the lights was out. Thought you had that thigh, girl. You know what I'm saying? I have had all sorts of conversations that have come my way that make me come to this day to actually speak on it, to articulate some of the things that I do to regenerate myself and to build myself into the essence of the God that I am today and the God that I will grow to be. Now, I can be called a goddess. That's cool, you know. A goddess is cool. But truly, indeed, the oneness and all, we are all God and reflecting the masculine and feminine energy of our greatest creators that created us at all times. I say that to say this. I sit on the ground. I meditate. I do my best to only eat foods that will heal me. Only take into things in my body that are going to heal me. And I only take what I need. I only eat when it's necessary and my body is calling for me to eat at the appropriate times of day. See, you don't want to eat you want to eat at least 4 hours, at least 3 to 4 hours before you lie down for the rest of the night. Give your body a chance to digest the food that you're going to eat. They tell you to eat your heaviest meal around noon, between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. is where you should be ingesting your heaviest meal of the day. Don't eat anything heavy after 4 p.m. because it's going to take too long to digest if you plan on going to bed around 8, 9, 10. It's still going to be residual things up inside of your gut that you may not have released. And we are on this schedule where we're being forced to believe and have been taught to believe that we're supposed to eat every day, that we're supposed to eat 3 times a day, and we as Americans like snacks. So you're going to get snacks too. And in our culture of American culture, we have a lot of processed foods. And in this culture, if you're unaware and you're living here and you don't understand the context of processed foods, then understand this. That means that you buy something in a bag or a box that says that it's food, and there's something called a title law that says that they don't have to tell you what all the ingredients are inside of that food. They can tell you, oh, it's sugar, it's salt, it's potatoes, and that's it. Knock, the joke's on you who's there, because they don't have to tell you everything that's in there. So in order for you to know everything that's in it, prepare it yourself. Get you some potatoes. If you want potato chips, cut the potato up yourself. Sprinkle some sea salt on them. Stick them in the oven. If you fancy and dancy and got appliances, get a dehydrator. Make you some crispy chips, in a dehydrator or something. Or, you could put it in your fryer, but put some decent oil in there. Some oil that can handle some heat, like some extra virgin olive oil. But, we really want to do our best to manage how much cooked food we consume. And if we're consuming cooked food, we want to be particular about how it's being prepared, because we want to know how it's going to take in the body to digest it. So some of the things that I do also are pertaining to making sure that I don't eat too late, and I don't eat laying down on things that are very heavy on me. Doing my best to get the most proper rest that I possibly can. when I was really, 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 really down, and I mean like down like a clown, like I just, you wouldn't believe, I looked like I weighed 31 pounds. I was so small, and hair was in patches and spots on my body and all through my face, and all type of stuff was going on. I felt like a disgusting disgrace. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. It was hard to do the things that I do on a daily basis. My industry has always been health and beauty, and to watch me fade away in the industry of health and beauty, feeling so ugly, I still pursued my craft. And it showed me my heart, because I pursued my craft with my heart. And I was able to get new clients and more clients. And I worked up until I was physically incapable of working anymore. So I had to take off. And yeah, you guys, I took off for quite a few years. I had a lot of shit going on. It was a lot of shit. I had my father die, I had a child born with some delinquencies that I still don't fully I didn't, or I do now. I won't say I don't fully understand. I don't fully understand how we actually going to rectify all of it, and which I probably never will, because when the Holy Spirit is teaching you, it walks you through, and you learn as you go. So I may not know how I'm going to get to the end. I do understand how it began. But now, it's time to address those issues, and they heightened my stress. My oldest was going through a childbirth, brought me my grandbaby, and other things started to happen in my life that really, weighed upon my shoulders in such a heavy way that it caused me, to lose my mind, because I went bonkers, y'all. I did. I lost my mind. Got so stressed out because I didn't understand how to handle the rat race game that I was in, because I was hustling, man. I was hustling. I ain't no chief baller hustler like saying, oh, I got the dollar bills, I'm making it rain. I was making it rain on them bills, goddammit. Yes, I was making it rain on them bills. Maybe not in the club, maybe not in the streets, maybe not with fancy shoes on my feet. I had clean clothes, clean shoes, and I had a beautiful heart and smile and a glow about me that you could see for miles. I'm talking about I was hustling, and I made what I needed to make happen for me. I made a place for my children and us to be able to live, and I had food and transportation, and they had clothing, and we were well provided for by the provisions that came from my hand, from the anointings of the Most High Ones. I do give praise and thanks. Yes, I do. So with that being said, I don't say that to toot my horn. I say it to give praise and thanks, because it was hard. And I give, I take time out to sit on the ground to think about those who are in that same struggle right now. Like, it's hard when you're hurting to get up and do. It's hard when there's nobody that's around for you. I know I'm a poet. If y'all don't all know it, I have to show it because it's just in me. There's no way for me to escape this. This is the way I was created. Bold, beautiful, and vivacious. And they've been fighting it since the time I came out of the womb. So now it's time for me to embrace it. Learn how to fight back. I've learned how to fight back. I fought to get out of that sickness. And that sickness rearranged my life. I say lupus came to change my life. It looped me around to make me look at the full circumference of who I am, and it put the shit on my face so I would have to face the shit in my life. I had the butterfly rash going across it, and it was just expressing to everybody, something's wrong with her. What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? What's she doing? I had people come up to me that I was speaking to that was like, do I know you? Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? What happened to you? I went through it all. Yes, I did. And I smiled, looking as crazy as I was, saying, I'm doing all right, I'm gonna get better. And see, I'm not one who believes in pharmaceutical medications. I've always believed in meditation. See, meditation has been my medication. Food has been my medication, and meditation has been my food. Yes. I use food to heal me. when they told me and they told me that I was not taking, the doctor said, you're not taking this disease serious. This is lupus and there's different things that can happen to you. You're going to get really sick out there if you don't take these pharmaceuticals. I said, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I can't apologize for being holistic. Can you refer me out to some holistic care? Is there anybody out there that can help me deal with this without being hooked on somebody's prescription drugs? I couldn't see myself being on prescription drugs. I was already having the time of my life fighting my cycle, trying to get through the things that I was battling through to get through with that. And to get up to a point where I had to actually face myself and deal with myself and recognize that this is some shit that's not going to go away overnight. It was hard. I mean, I didn't want to believe them when they diagnosed me with it. You know, they said I had to go get a biopsy. They did this skin scrape. They took it to that drug place. I can't say the name of it right now. It escapes me the name of it. I don't know why I see it. LabCorp. Yeah, to the LabCorp. And LabCorp evaluated it, called me back in and told me, you know, that it had been confirmed. The doctor confirmed after they sent the reports back to the doctor. They called me back in and told me they confirmed that it was lupus. And it was like I tell you this. I know it's systemic and there's another type. I don't know exactly which kind they say I had. I say had because what was going through me made my shoulders feel like they was melting off. I couldn't feel my wrists, they were swelling up. My knees, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. When my cycle came on, it felt like I was just going to get ready to go on home because the pain was undescribable. Then let alone, like I said, my body being riddled with the sores all in my face. I had these locks I had to cut off. I didn't know what was going on with my scalp because my scalp had got so dried out. Everything I was putting in on my scalp, my hair was eating. I had a massive amount of hair. It wasn't all the way going down past my behind, but it was down here past my bra line, and it was really full. And so every time I would put ingredients on my scalp to nourish my scalp, my hair would drink it. It would just drink it, and I wouldn't seem like I was getting anything. So it was just kept flaking, and it felt like I had a helmet on. My scalp felt so dry. I had my bestie come through with the clippers. And boy, she put them on my head. It was appropriate too, because she was the first to lay the pattern down for me to breed locks after before they came. She was the first to put that pattern down. Give praise and thanks for Angie Bradsfield. She just got married. Yes, Angela Bradsfield. I think I'm saying it right. I'm very thankful for her. Yeah. She came through and clipped it off, and I had so many sores and patches and dandruff spots. I looked like a bad off leukemia patient. I mean, I didn't look like the remission kind. I looked like I was just going in time, and I had done lost my hair before the procedures. It was pretty bad. My oldest baby saw it and said, "Mama, I don't know if I can deal with this. What's going on with you?" I went to go get off the school bus. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, it was scary for everybody. Everybody who was in the vicinity of loving me and being concerned or saying they cared somewhat about me was scared for me in those moments. Because it was one of the most bleakest times of my life. One of the most bleakest times where I felt like I may no longer, that I actually might be snuffed out of life. I never knew what it felt like to be in distress like that. It felt like, to describe it would be to say, standing in the middle of highway traffic, ongoing, coming and going, standing in the middle of 95 South or 40 North or wherever you from, 305, just standing out there. and the car's just swipping by you, and you just waiting in the wind. And that's how life felt. Like everybody was passing me by. They don't have time to stop. You know, if you in the middle of the expressway and you going this way and you see somebody right there, you can't stop right away. You just got to keep going. And maybe if you come back and you slow down, you can get off on the side of the road and walk over to help them. But it's definitely going to take some effort and some time out of your life to do that. And a lot of times folks just really don't have that. And the system that we live in really functions off of us, you know, stealing that time from us to make us feel like we don't have the time to care for each other. That's the system. And it goes deeper, and that's a different conversation, but that's what it felt like. Like everybody was passing by, and even if they wanted to stop and help me, they couldn't. And I was just standing up there trying to do my best to stand up. And it was hard to stand because the pain and then the depression and the sickness, the feeling like I thought I would never dance or jump again. And I'm telling you, I can get down like I used to, and probably better than I did when I was in my 20s. But I thought I lost that. I said, I was holding on to the sink, and I was holding on to the wall to get off of the commode. I couldn't bathe my body the way I wanted to. I like to take 3 lathers. I like to take three lathers and 3 rinses. Now I feel really fresh and clean. I couldn't do more than one. And it felt so horrible, so miserable, so dragging. Oh, and the years went fast and the days was long, and I was just there muttering through, trying to make it through. Now, I'm not recommending that people take my route, because everybody isn't able to take. They covered me. Their ancestors, Mother Isis, Mother Mayat, Father Horus, Amon-Ra. I give praise and thanks. Give praise and thanks to Jesus too. I didn't talk to him as much as I was talking to them. I really didn't. I'm just being real. Not being no disrespectful no type of way to the way anybody feels about their spiritual beliefs at all. No disrespect. I'm just talking about me. And that's one of the hardest things, is taking me to be me in this world. It's been so hard for me to be me. I've been so shunned so many times. Every time I stood up to be me, I was always kicked down. Whenever I grabbed the mic to say, yes, y'all, tonight, they kick me in the face and say I'm a disgrace and that I shouldn't even be in the place. Hey, the prophet is never recognized in their own home. It's true. And then also the fact that assurity and self-confidence comes from within. And you have to stand firm on those values, even if you think you have them. Sometimes they're not there as firmly anchored as you would think. I thought I had security, but my security was very much so wavered when my second child was born. With the difficulties we have or had, I felt slighted by the universe, that it was not due to me, unfairly done. And who am I to say such a thing? Because it's not, I'm no greater than anyone. Like I said, started off, we 1 stars. We all up in this thing. Anybody can be tested at any time. You think you're walking along and everything is fine. You find your face down on the ground like a dime. You will never know what happened to you trying to get back up again. And it's your due diligence to get back up again. It's my due diligence to stand on the ground, go ham in the paint, even if I ain't eat pig, stand on the ground and make my affirmations made known clear. To stand on the ground and be to my truest me, to me, my dear, not for anybody else. For me to have my self-assurity and confidence of knowing how I am, who I am, and how I've been taking care of myself. And when I brought my second one through, I wasn't taking care of myself very much. Not as I thought I was, but I wasn't. I didn't know how to feed myself. I didn't really know how to clothe myself properly. I knew how to clothe myself. But there's certain clothes that we need to wear that have are breathable fabrics so that we don't cause yeast infections. I wasn't wearing all tight stuff that make me have those and stuff all the time. But certain foods that I was eating was causing those all the time. Yes, it was. Certain foods that I was eating, like I was famous for going to the donut shop on University Boulevard, buying 1.5 dozen of donuts. Only the half would make it home. And sometimes half of that half. I'm just being real. I have a appetite. I have a yay big appetite. I also was given appetite enhancers as a child because I wouldn't eat, and those things I understand plant seeds inside of you of parasites that actually crave food, so they encourage you to want to eat. And so I don't know if all of those are out of me yet. I'm doing my best to cleanse out. I'm on Yaquis 3 bitters right now, so this is the first time I've ever actually taken herbs to heal my body. Like real, like root herbs. We got some bark stuff. That 3 bitters ain't no joke. Check it out. All I'm saying is I got back to the basics and I was carried through. I had a client who allowed me to rent her house out while she was going through some changes in her life to go into truck driving school or do some other things that she desired to do. She actually went and got another place in the same town that we was living in, paying rent in an apartment while she was renting the house out to me for a deal, because she didn't want to move me out of the house to discomfort me. She saw what I was going through. She knew what she was going through. We almost lost our friendship and love for each other going through all of that. But yet, she still loves me today. And ti amore, mucho ti amore. She's my sister for life. Love you, Joanna. Love you, Joanna. Yes, I do. She allowed me safety and shelter in her home for my children, for myself, for my youth to bring forward a new seed for me, and all of that. Once the leasing agreement that we made was up, I released her home back into her hands. She came back into her home. I had to move out. We had to continue the journey on. I ended up leaving out of her house. Now my daughter had her own, and I had to move in with her. She didn't want me moving in with her. She 19, I think. Just had turned like 18, 19 something. Had her own her place. She got grown now, she think. And she want to do her own thing. You know what I'm saying? She got a baby and everything. She don't want her mama living with her. And child, I lived with her for a moment, and we have some funny stories to tell about that. And it ended up with me having to leave. Not thank God, because it wasn't because of me and my daughter being violent or anything with each other, because thank God we don't have no problem with nothing like that. But yeah, we yippity yap, and I want her to give me all that talk. I want her to talk to me, tell me how she feel. Give it to mama. That's what mama for. Mama gonna always love you, baby. Yes, I am. It don't matter, sugar, because that's what you is. You is the truest sugar forever, because you know this is carbon. This is all made out of sugar. We the real brown sugar for real. They be playing jokes. It's all true though. You know what I'm saying? We is brown sugar. So with that being said, I had to go through lots of different adjustments. I even went to Iowa State there for a while, got public assistance, got my youngest one into school there. I didn't work for a while, over a year there too. So these are the years passing by now. Matter of fact, I'm going giving like kind of a resume. I was down for like almost a decade, y'all. I've been out. I was diagnosed in like 2015, 2016. Almost a decade I was out. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't a whole full 10 years, because from 2015, it would be 2025, right, to be a whole 10 years. So about 5 years or so. So from 2015 to like 2020, I started coming back around. 2021 again, I started working again. But 2020 was like, I had just got back up. I had gained some weight. I was looking good in the face and started growing my locks back again, having some wigs out. And then my oldest one came and did whamma with her life with me. Her life took me and body slammed me down on the ground with the shit she had to go through. I'm talking about. And as a mother, because we care for our children and we want the best for us, our children, those mothers who are truly, connected. I mean, this thing, I gave her these as long as I possibly could give. I would have gave them to her for years if the milk supplied that long, if I was that healthy and the lifestyle that we live would allow me to. But I couldn't give it to her for years, but I gave it to her for as long as I could. Nearly a year and a half or so. And we were very close. And so the changes that came about, I never expected them to be. And we were close, but I still had a lot of psychological discrepancies inside of my head. So I'm not afraid to admit that I've been shell shocked with my baby because of the things that happened. I had PSD from my childhood. You know what I'm saying? And what is that? Post traumatic stress, PTS, post-traumatic stress. Yes, I have post-traumatic stress from my childhood coming up, and so it bled a lot into my parenting. And we made it. We're still here. And also the relationship that I was in, that I have been in for years, that I don't understand. I don't understand quite truly how to explain it, but yes, that dear heart of a person let me into their home to abide with them here in Texas. And that's how I got to Texas. To start afresh, to see what was here to give me a new thrive on life. And I'm just giving a resume, y'all. I'm feeling the need to spill it, so I'm spilling it. I'm giving the beans, about myself. And yeah, I came here and it was hard at first. When I came, the COVID-19 hit immediately. It was 2020, I think, when I got here. Yeah, 2020. And I got here like that January or so. And the cold started in March. No, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, I believe it was like that. I think I'm calculating time just about right. The cold started, so I never got a chance to get a job back. That was out. Everything was closed, and I was trying to get the PPP loan, couldn't get that. All type of stuff. I was trying to establish my business, because I do. And it just didn't work out for me. I was finally able to get some unemployment, which did boost me up to being able to start working again, in hair. And then in 2021, I went out and searched for a actual factual 9-to-5 job. I got a job, y'all. A job to facilitate more income to come in. Because I needed more income, and I don't know too many people here in Texas still, and I still wasn't getting. I don't have a shop studio that has access to a street window side. I'm inside of a location, so people don't see me unless they come to me. They don't know I'm even in there, So I don't get that walk-in customer clientele that a lot of salons and places get. So with that being said, I went out and secured more income to come. I was impressed because I'm dropping the seed and the jewel and the name right here, Plant-Based Gorilla. I went and I saw out a package that he has to release the mucoid is located in the deficit bottom of your gut. There is some treatments that he has with herb capsules and some other little doodads that you put together and they help you cleanse out your system. Well, I wasn't able to remove the whole plaque that I wanted to remove, but however, guess what? It helped me with my cycle. It eased up a lot of the pain. It eased up a lot of the pain. And then the working and the moving about and just being, physical on the job. The job I was doing was cleaning, and it was real cleaning. I'm talking about put your back into it cleaning. I'm scrubbing. I'm talking about I was cleaning like for real, like it's my house cleaning, like seriously. Something about the Holy Spirit that do this thing. I'm gonna tell this story, y'all. I hope y'all really enjoy it. Now, I went from cleaning the kitchen, all of the equipment that I was cleaning in on the kitchen, stoves, grills, ovens, all of these things. I was cleaning throughout the night out with a crew. Now, it was 5 of us, I believe, 4 of us, 3 women and 1 man, so 4 of us, and then sometimes we have an extra like 5 or 1 or 2 people that will come in with us. So with that being said, we used to go hard. And I was learning so much Spanish because they spoke Spanish and they was teaching me and playing with me and stuff. They accepted me and they accepted my work ethics and values. And I will put this on, boy, Mexicano, boy, they work hard, boy. And I'm talking about a true Mexicano, man. They don't want you working with them if you ain't gonna work with them, man. They like, man, we don't ever work. You know not to do nothing. I'm sorry, sir. It's not clean. You know what I mean? They would tell you. Yeah, and even if they don't have no English, they they won't. You got, I love them and the tenacity, the tenaciousness that they have when it comes to their work ethics. They are on point and on value. Black Americans get on point now. It's time, they raising the bar on us for real. But yet, that's how I come from, people who work like that. So it's easy for me to be that way. That's who I am, and that's how we as a nation used to always be in our culture. I mean, we started out being the strongest, hardest working cultures in creation, and then but yeah, it does come a time, where folks just say, fuck it. I'm tired of working. Probably, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at nobody, you know what I'm saying, but just be the best that you can be at whatever it is you're doing. Just stay authentic and strong, and you will live long and be respected for it and your values. But long story made short, the equipment that I was cleaning on transitioned me to a job to me cooking on the same equipment I was cleaning on. Now I went up like $4-5. No, I went up $3 more. Start cooking on this equipment. I didn't know I was gonna be cooking. And I had a great time too. Again, embraced by another Hispanic community, and loved the learning of the culture and language and all of those things. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful, for everything I learned. Me professoritos, my little professors, they all were my teachers. They all taught me lots of different things. So that still continued to loop me on the journey to where I am here back again. Now I'm working at the ballpark stadium, and I'm still marketing myself out to do hair massage, handing out my cards, getting myself known out here. And a part of all me doing all of that is for my health. I bring it all back full circle now, y'all. This is all for my health. This is me coming up out of the dark with using all of my vitamins and all of the different things that I had to use as supplements when I really couldn't eat food, drinking turmeric tonics, drinking my garlics, not too much garlic because we don't want to create too much acid, doing all of the things that I found that I could do off of the alkaline diet to save my life. I ate so many lemons. I did the Stanley Burroughs Master Cleanse became my living. It became my astringent, that was in salt water, getting to the ocean as often as I could. I was always begging for somebody to take me to the water so that I could lay on the shore or get by it or do something, you know what I'm saying, to allow my body to receive healing. Oh my goodness, I've been talking for nearly 40 minutes. That's a long time. Woo! Okay, well, I didn't want to talk that long. I didn't plan on talking that long. Thought it was gonna be like 19 minutes. My life story is pretty long. I ain't trying to get my whole life story either. It's just like mid-life story. Okay. You can hang. No pain, no gain. Please comment, like, subscribe, press the button below. Tell me if there's any information that you want to know about me as I tell these stories and I start to embark as I'm growing into my edible conversations network that I'm building. You know, I'm building a platform called Edible Conversations, where I will be soon inviting others to conversate with me and show how nourishing the word is. The word of God. See, we are all, you know, the essence of that oneness, like I said. We are all made in the image of that thing that created all. We are one stars. And with that being said, I say this: I'm very thankful to be alive. I'm very thankful for all of the flights and the journey that I am on right now, and how I stand here and make it plain and known to the universe, clear and outright, that I am a poet, that I am beautiful, that I am positive, that I am creative, that I am strong, I am dominant, I am absolute and perfection in the midst, manifesting myself going forward all the time. I'm highly favored and richly blessed. I'm a natural one, from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. Everything on me is authentic. There's nothing artificial. I am who I am and who I am intended to be. Nothing more, nothing less, and nothing more needs to be said to anyone else about who I need to be. So I challenge you, with all great authority, to be as natural as you possibly can. And I got some things coming up, because it's going to be some change. Yeah, y'all. These teeth right here, they might not be that natural for too long. Because I'm going to have to get something done. So if it's something that might have some fake fuckery on me, it might be them. Yeah, indeed. Because I'm going to get something done about these teeth. Yes, I am. I'm going to get something done about these teeth. I'm uncomfortable. I love me, but I'm uncomfortable in my mouth. And it's because of the diet that I led. It's because of eating those deaders. These things, not just, when I say deaders, I'm not just talking about animal flesh. I'm talking about anything that's dead. Sugar, starch, cotton candy. I massacred Butterfingers at one time. Butterfingers, Kit Kats, them Godiva chocolate things. Oh my God, just killing them. I told you I ate all of those donuts, all of that stuff. Did you know fried chicken, the flour on fried chicken is terrible for your teeth? Did you know that? Fried chicken will ruin your teeth. So I stand corrected in my elder years from going through the things that I've had to face, my tears and my fears, and getting to where I am now and giving praise and thanks for being alive. And I'm going to go ahead and close out now. And like I said, please like, comment, subscribe, ask me questions. I like to engage and bring more interesting conversations to the table about who I am and where I'm going in this journey with myself to be the greatest me. Yes, Jaja Jovan, Lady Jaja.